Hey guys and girls, Derbyzorn here, and today I have a little video about my opinions towards Nintendo. Now, as many of you know, Nintendo has been in the news for the last couple of weeks, mainly because everybody thinks that they are in deep shit, which they are not. Just a few days ago, they had their investors meeting where they discussed their future plans, for marketing and all that, and where they also announced that they're planning to bring DS games to the Wii U, which in my opinion is going to be awesome. And if you ask me, I think one of the first games they should definitely bring out on that is Nintendogs, mainly because it was one of the first DS games to be released, and one of the first first DS game I ever owned. And many people think that they should move on to mobile or just stop making consoles altogether and release their games on the Xbox and the PlayStation. And let me just go ahead and tell you that I hope that never happens. Well, as far as them releasing other games on different consoles, mainly because I like Nintendo and I like their consoles. I have the 3DS XL right now. I know it's beautiful pinkness because I'm a man, but I actually hadn't read 3DS before this one, but I had to sell it because I needed money. But just 2 weeks ago, I got this one with The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. And let me tell you, I really honestly don't like Zelda games that much. I'll probably watch the walkthroughs and all that, but actually playing them, I've always found them a bit boring, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. But I'm actually almost done with Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and it is fun. The only other actual Zelda game I liked was A Link to the Past, and A Link Between Worlds. It's pretty fun. I had no trouble with the dungeons and with the places, which for all of you that have played, where you have to find all the paintings and all that, I have had absolutely no problem. I think I've only had to look up walkthroughs only 2 times, and that was for actually other things that weren't related to the plot. And it is fun, and that's what I like about Nintendo. They can just make so many things out of so many different games, and as many times as they make it seem like they're just repeating the formula, they just add all these little twists into the games that make them so different. Like with this Legend of Zelda, the whole thing where you can turn into a painting and go on the walls. That is a pretty nice mechanic, and it plays well and it plays excellently. It complements the gameplay pretty well. It really changes it up from the typical Zelda formula. And it is, just what I like about them. Their games, their consoles. I've had every single console except the Wii U, and I'll get into that shortly. Nintendo has ever released. I've had from the NES all the way up to the Wii, and sadly no Wii U. And mainly because, not because I don't like it, but because I have my Xbox 360 and I've seen no reason to upgrade so far to another console. Now, I would love to really upgrade to the Wii U, or at least get a Wii U besides the Xbox, because of Super Smash Bros. That is one of the main games that is selling me on to wanting to buy a Wii U. And, I can see why many people don't like the Wii U, mainly because it doesn't have that many games, well, third-party games. And, it's true, not a lot of third-party developers want to release on the Wii U, and that is a shame because there's a lot of games that could play out perfectly. And in my opinion, what the Nintendo Wii U or any Nintendo console really needs is GTA. They need mature titles, and I think one of the best ones they could release right now would be GTA and GTA 5. And how would it play? How would it play on the Wii U? Well, pretty easily. You can just have it like the normal PlayStation and Xbox 360 version, but you can have the map on the gamepad. And you can just, if you click, you can touch the where you want to go. You can put the waypoint, and as easily on the touch screen, so you don't have to press start and interrupt gameplay, and just easily press it on the touch pad on the gamepad. And that would it would be just a little feature that isn't on the other consoles, but that would, in my opinion, play pretty well. And it doesn't have to outrageously be so different to like show off how much different features Wii U has. But it's just a little thing that can really spice up and make the game play different from what it is on the other consoles. And that I would actually play it because you could be playing on the touch screen, without the TV, which would be another cool thing. You can be, I don't know, like on the living room, but maybe somebody wants to watch TV, but you want to keep killing hookers. But you can easily just click it and have GTA 5 in the palm of your hands. And that is one of the things that I like about the Wii U, the fact that you can play games on the controller. And that is something that also really sells me onto the console. One of my friends actually has the Wii U, and whenever I go to his house, I've actually only played it once, mainly because we do other stuff besides just play games. And when I did play it was awesome. It was pretty fun. I like the whole fact that we were like watching videos on his computer, but at the same time I was actually playing on the gamepad. And there's just so many things that the Wii U can be capable of, and so many things that the third party developers can really use to their advantage with that console. It's pretty much, I would say, people underestimate the power of the Wii U, and it has all the resources, in my opinion, to make great games, not just first party games such as Mario games or Zelda games and all that. But that's pretty much it. All I have to say about the Wii U. I really do like the console, and I really, really do want to get it because I want to start collecting consoles and everything. I still have my original Nintendo system, which is actually my sister's. But moving on to them, potentially releasing mobile games. It would be, it would be cool. Once again, Nintendo releasing mobile games. It'd be going out of their platforms, which is something that would be interesting to see them just as game publishers and not hardware developers, because that would be everything they're doing. Sorry, oh god, I can't speak today. They would just be releasing software onto another platform that isn't theirs, and it would pretty much just make us see how the world would be if they didn't make consoles. Now, what they should do, and I'm not saying they shouldn't, release just pure original content, not just port over, let's say, Super Mario Bros. Onto a handheld version, because pretty much anybody has that game or can easily get that game due to emulators. Due to the fact that that cartridge and Nintendo systems are that rare, so anybody can easily go and play that game. Just make a lot of original stuff and a lot of things that promote the fact that you can play this or a version of this on on their handhelds or on their what's called on their console, home console. Not just focus on making different games. I also try and promote your other games, like have cross-platform play. Like you can play this on your cell phone, and you can connect it through to your Nintendo 3DS or to your Wii U to unlock more things, or to use some game features that otherwise you wouldn't be able to. That's one way I would see it. But in all honesty, I wouldn't mind if they don't release mobile games, because I don't do no mobile gaming whatsoever. I do portable gaming, which is on their proprietary console. But playing actual different games on a touchscreen would, not be of my pleasure. I don't like pure touchscreen controls. I think they're sloppy, and unless the game is something easy that's just like tower defense or Angry Birds style gameplay, I find it pretty difficult to play. Now, people accusing that they're in the pooper, that they're like this close to dying out and just turning into a software company, I don't think so. They are pretty big. They have enough money to probably bring out another console if they wanted to. I don't think that would be a problem whatsoever, because Satoru Iwata has stated that they have a little gold mine saved up, that money they haven't in the banks or anything. They have about $30 billion saved up, if I remember correctly from another video I saw. I can't remember the username, but he stated that Nintendo actually has some money saved up that nobody knew about that they can use on a rainy day. And that is perfect because they're going in through some rainy days. I will admit it that they are having just a few problems, and they do need to sell a little bit fewer consoles just to get back, and stay in a stable position. Since recently, Satoru Iwata took a 50% salary cut. Shigeru Miyamoto took 30%, and all other directors took a 20% salary cuts. And kind of makes you think that they really are in trouble. But don't worry, I honestly don't think they are not. They are having a few problems here and there, mainly with the Wii U. The 3DS, it could be selling just a slightly bit better, but I don't think they have to worry about too much about that because with the they're selling enough 3DS consoles to not have to worry that much about it. But yeah, as many people will think and say, oh, Nintendo's doomed. It's just Sega repeating all over again. Don't worry. Although there's a possibility that will happen. I'm pretty sure that is still a long ways from now. I still think that they can hold up themselves and keep being a competitor to Microsoft and Sony for a good while now. If anything, I still believe they can bring out another console and another portable console, and they'll be just fine. Just don't market it as a Wii. Change the name, because many people think the Wii U is just a add-on for the Wii. And if anything, that is one of the other things I would attribute to the Wii U not selling that well, is that the fact that people think that the Wii U is an add-on for the Wii, and they think it's just a gamepad. If they don't see the console, they will think the gamepad is just like a little thing to go on to the Wii. So, if anything, just change the name of your next console. Do keep the Nintendo DS line of handheld portables because they are by far my favorite handheld. I'm not saying that the PSP sucks, but I haven't really played the PSP or the PS Vita that many times in my life, so I can't really say how much better or worse they are compared to the DS. But I do know that the DS is by far my favorite portable that's ever been made, even compared to other Game Boys. Second place would probably go to the Game Boy SP. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Wii and about Nintendo. And just be calm. They're not going anywhere for a long time. So stay calm and be sure that every year or every few years you'll have a new Mario game to play. Well, guys, I hope you like this little opinions video. If you want to see more like this, please subscribe and leave a like and comment your opinions about Nintendo. I'll see you guys next time.